Justice League.
Batman enlists the help of Wonder Woman to gather a team of heroes in order to save the Earth from an impending alien invasion. But before I get started, if you enjoy this review and you want to watch new reviews that I post every Monday and Friday, like this video and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the box right here. When I first watched this movie, I was so happy to finally see the Justice League come to life on the big screen. The kid inside me cheered when they were fighting as a team because it brought me back to a time when I used to watch the Justice League cartoons. This movie corrects an issue that I had with the previous film Batman v Superman because stuff was happening. Superheroes were going around doing cool superhero things instead of just talking the entire time, like in Batman v Superman. So sitting through this movie wasn't boring, but having action can only take a movie so far. Now, if you don't know the story, Zack Snyder had to step down from directing due to a family emergency. So Joss Whedon, who's known for doing the first two Avenger movies, was brought on to do directing and some rewrites. To me, it didn't matter who was gonna direct it because this movie was already put in a bad situation. Because to keep up with Marvel Studios, Warner Brothers Studios was pushing hard to get the next big superhero team up out there. And because of that, the story suffered. Characters that you meet for the first time in this movie, Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg, they're just thrown into it and you get maybe a 2-3 minute intro story about them, but then the movie moves on. And because the movie is barely 2 hours long, they don't have time to develop these characters or build the relationships between them. So everything just feels so forced and rushed. It's basically just like, hey, nice to meet you, we're a team now, cool, let's go. This movie had to be longer. They didn't build up any of these characters in the previous films, and they had to do it in this one. But they didn't. And because they didn't do it, we now have to watch a 4-hour version of it, which, as a superhero fan, I am willing to do. But it's a lot to ask. And the tone of this movie didn't fit anything that was built up in the previous movies. Now, I'm not a fan of Zack Snyder. I don't like how he does superheroes. But Joss Whedon, whose work I did enjoy, dropped the ball on this one. It was trying so hard to be lighthearted like you would see in a Marvel film, where there's a joke here and there. But it was so forced and out of character that it came out cringy. They made Batman tell jokes. Batman's not a jokester. He's not the comic relief. He's supposed to be super serious. The Flash is the only one who should have been making any jokes because that's his character. But Batman? That's a sin. This universe was set up to have a darker tone, and you have to keep the tone consistent, otherwise I'm gonna be confused. Because in the previous movie you had Batman murdering people, but in this one he's cracking jokes and giving hugs? The only positive that came out of the change of tone was that Superman was more like Superman. Because I love Henry Cavill as Superman, but the previous movies gave him the personality of a piece of paper. At least in this movie, Cavill was able to be that symbol of hope we all know and love. You know, love that. There are traces of a good movie in here, and this could have been so awesome if Warner Brothers had been patient and actually built up this world. And it doesn't help that it changed directors halfway through, which is no one's fault. But at the end of the day, this movie was not ready to be released. Justice League, the Whedon cut, is like one-ply toilet paper. It's soft. Thanks for watching. Click right here to watch more reviews. And to see new reviews, click right here to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything.